yeah, give a big round of applause for our Biffo. Well done, you. Okay. Well, welcome to the second of the Sea Lion shows here at Knowsley Safari Park. And as you can see, I've only brought one of our sea lions out to see you all. And that's because we're going to have a little bit of a change to the usual show we do. Now, for those people who think you've come out to avoid the Olympics, you're very much mistaken. Because what we've done is we've incorporated a little bit of the Olympic theme into our show. So we're going to have a kind of competition, okay? So as you can see, there's a scoreboard there. And we're going to have, like I say, a little competition between them. So whoever wins is going to win a gold medal. Now obviously Biffo can't do it on his own. So we're going to bring a competitor out for him. And I think we're going to bring little Arthur out. There we go. This is our second competitor. Alright, so before we start, let me just tell you a few things about these guys. Now these two are what's known as California sea lions, and as the name will suggest, you can find the largest population of this type of sea lion all around the coasts and the rocky shorelines of California. Now you can also find these guys as far south as Mexico, where it's lovely and warm, up to as far north as Canada, where it can actually get quite cold. So they are a pretty wide-ranging and adaptable species. Now these guys can grow to 2 to 2.5 metres in length and can weigh up to a massive 40 stone. So they get a lot bigger, a lot fatter and a lot heavier, especially him. So before I go any further, let me introduce you to them so you know who's who. And I'm going to start with this little fella on my right. And this little guy here is Arthur. And Arthur is 8 years old. And of all the sea lions that we have here at Knowsley, he is truly, by far, the naughtiest. Oh yeah. And he's also the noisiest. And he's the one who's more liable to muck around and cause absolute chaos during the show. On saying that, he's a very clever little man. And he's also very friendly too. You alright, Arthur? You're looking forward to this? It's going to be fun, isn't it? I know, yeah. Okay, now, to my left, we have Biffo. And Biffo is the eldest and most dominant of all our sea lions here. And a couple of weeks ago, this big fella celebrated his 18th birthday. Oh yeah, give him a round of applause. 18 Now he's the most experienced sea lion of them all. And he's also very, very clever, and he's very, very competitive, okay? Now again, he's a big fella, and for as big as he is, he's still a very friendly old guy, aren't you? You okay, Biff? Are you looking forward? It's going to be fun this today, isn't it? That was disgusting. You cleaned your teeth with a toothbrush, like that, up and down, yeah. I don't believe you. I'm sorry about this. Just bear with me a minute. I'll have to have a little check. Come here, Biff. Open wide and say, oh. He's a fibber. He has not cleaned his teeth at all. Okay, so we're going to get on with our Sea Lion Olympics. So as you can see, like I just said, we had a scoreboard before. So our Biffo brought the torch in, and he done really well. So we're going to give him a point. Yeah, give him a nice big cheer for that one. Okay, so you're off the mark. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a little bit of gymnastics. Now obviously gymnastics weighs very heavily in the Olympics. And our boys can do it too. Okay? Do us a favour, Biff. Can you show everyone your version of a handstand, please? What's a handstand? Okay, good boy. Now, the reason that sea lions can do this is because they've got a lot of upper body muscles. So everything's in the chest area. And it also helps them with those huge, big front flippers. Do us a favour. Can you show me your front flippers, please? Okay? And Arthur too, well done. No show, no push. So that is how we can do a handstand. So can we do it again for us, so everyone how you do it? There you go, yeah. Give it a good big round of applause. Well done, Talk about pain. I don't know. Okay, well it just so happens that little Arthur can go one better, okay? Because not only can little Arthur do a front flip stand, which is what we call it, he can also balance a basketball in his back flippers at the same time. So, are you ready, little guy? Alright. So this is for another point, so are we ready? Right. There you go, up you go like that, and nice and high. There you go, what about that, eh? Well done, little man. Well done. Yeah, give yourself a clap for that one. Yeah. Biffo, concentrate, thank you very much. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the scoreboard. Now, Biffo also done it, so he's going to get another point. This way they'll fall off the wall. And Arthur's off the mark now too. Okay, so Biffo is in the lead with 3 and Arthur's just behind with, let me say 2. Alright, so the next thing we're going to move on to is something that sea lions are very, very well known for. And that's their ability to balance things on the ends of their noses. So John's going to get a couple of balls out for me. Thank you. And I'm going to get, thank you, 1 for Biffo. I'm going to hold on to it. Did I miss a piece, did I? Come on then, back up here. You come back. Come on then. Fine. Arthur, you just might gain a point back here. You're going to get up there. There you go. Are you ready, Arthur? Hold on. Good ball, yeah. Now, most people know the sea lions can do this. What we don't know is how it's actually done. And the secret to it is in those beautiful whiskers that you see on the side of Arthur's face. Now, those whiskers are highly sensitive, and what they're doing is they're feeling which way the ball is moving. So as long as he listens to his whiskers, Arthur can balance that ball all day long. There you go, give us that back. Well done, give yourself another back. Right. Arthur, you're drawing level. Okay, so what we're going to do this time, we're going to send them both off into the water. And it's going to be a kind of little mini race. Alright? So whoever gets back to the stand first will win a point. Okay, Arthur? 1 over there for you, and Biff, 1 over there for you. Now, the whiskers are used in the wild for avoiding the enemies and catching the food. So like I say, as long as they're highly sensitive, that's how they do it. And they'll also use the bouncing bubble, balls. Who's first? Who's first? Who's first? Ah, Arthur. Well done, you. Thank you very much. It's also a very good shot. Well done, Arthur, so we'll give Arthur that point, I think. What do you reckon? Yeah. Oh, Arthur, you've gone into the lead. Give yourself that. Look back. Yeah. Alright then. So the next thing we're going to move on to is the rings. Now, they're not quite like the rings that we have at the Olympics. The rings in this case is what we're going to catch over their heads. Now, the reason I'm going to show you this is it just shows you how clever they are at actually catching things. Because in the wild, they have to go and find the food for themselves. So once they've located the food, they have to catch it. So to show you just how good they are, I'm going to throw these 5 rings to little Arthur, and we'll see how many you can catch. And if he gets all 5, that's another point, okay? So you've got to give him a great big round of applause if he does this. I'm hopeless with these rings. Are you ready? Number 1. Number 2. Good boy. Number 3, number 4, good catch off, and the last one. I'm going to spin it. It makes it that little bit faster and that little bit harder. Okay, ready, big fella? Up. Well done, you. That was a really good catch. Yeah, I'd say so too. Okay, so Arthur, he's now gone to 5. Right, now it's Biffo's turn. Now, Biffo's actually been learning this, he's not doing that bad actually, so we'll give Biffo a try. Tell you what, we'll swap the rings over for our Biff. Oh, did I miss a piece again? Right, come on Biff, it's your turn. And all you've got to do, just like Arthur, catch it over your head. Yeah? Are we ready? Okay, 1. No, that's not what I had in mind. Catch it over your head. Tell you what, give us it back and we'll start again. Sorry, not this. Give me the ring. You're not being very competitive. Give me the ring. Please. Right. If you do not give me that ring, I will disqualify you. That's cheeky. Okay. No points. Alright then. So the next thing, did you sort them because points, I have no points. Alright. So the next thing we're going to move on to is something that Biffo has actually been training for. And it's in one of the track and field events. And it's the discus, believe it or not. So what I'm going to do, these two have been in training, so let's just